Anand says after the breakup, she was okay being friend and we kept talking for a while even after breakup where she was completely moved on, but I was in a notion to convince her back, which made her annoyed. I failed to understand why the hatredness has grown so to an extent from her side that we can't be even friends and be in talking terms just because I kept begging and convincing her back after breakup. You know, Anand, if I was there, I would pick up a stick and really run after you, an ugly stick. And when I catch you, I'd have your friends hold you. And then I throw the stick so far that you gotta go and get it, and I'll take you 5 days to find it. You know, that's my way of ending this story because I don't want it to be cruel. But really, seriously, begging a girl who has broken up with you for whatever reason, for her reasons, begging, and you think girls like a guy who begs? Seriously? Do you like a girl who's gonna beg you to be her boyfriend? The first thing you gotta do, you're gonna think she's not good enough because she's selling herself short. She's begging. That means she's available to me. She must not be important because she's so available to me, because you don't have much belief in yourself, right? And what do you think she has so much belief in herself? What you see in her is sex and intimacy, sexuality, your need, your desire. That's why she's so important to you. But her by herself in this life, she hasn't done anything to feel important about herself. What has she done? What has she accomplished in this life? What contribution she has had to the society and life to make her feel, I'm so accomplished and high and mighty that, yeah, I can see why he begs. No, she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't think she's much. And when you beg, you say, well, I don't think I'm that hot and or that important. And he begs me, that means then I shouldn't give it anything to her. My attention, my body, my friendship. Why? Because he wants it so much. He's willing to pay so much money for it. He's, begging is like the money. We consider that. He's willing to pay so much. Begging is like he's paying for it with, he's paying too much for it. Too much attention for my attention. Which that makes no sense to her. So she says, oh, gee, that's not a good person for me. I can do better. Who is that better? Someone who doesn't pay attention to her, because then she thinks he's important because he doesn't think she's important. This is what goes on in younger ages of young men and young women. So you begging her, of course, it annoys her. When she's already broken up with you, that means what? That means she loves you, she wants to continue a friendship with you or a relationship with you? No, she broke up. Means for whatever reason, right or wrong, she couldn't see what you see in yourself. And I'm not saying she's right. She must be out of her mind possibly. Who knows? But for whatever reason, she broke up with you, which means she doesn't want to be in that relationship any longer. At one point she does. And when that she committed herself to that, you're going after her, so it's annoying. Obviously, she loses more and more respect for you the more you throw yourself at her. That's just how the nature of a human being is, man or woman. If a woman comes and keeps throwing herself at you, no matter how beautiful she is, eventually you're going to start having a big head. You think, wow, I'm too good. Then she's not so good for me. I'm too good for her. Because she's so available. She wants you so much and she's willing to do anything. She's begging. And you will shy away. Even you, a man at that age who's running on hormones and wants nothing but sex with pretty girls. So, you must look at it from her point of view. Number one, she broke up with you. Means she doesn't want to be in a relationship. Number two, You were friends, but you start turning that friendship to begging. Number 3, why do you want to be friends with someone who broke up with you? Why? What for? What do you want to gain? Where do you want to go? You were friends, you got to know her, you became friends, and you became boyfriend, girlfriend. After that, it either goes further or cuts off. Once it's cut off, becomes back to friendship. So where does that want to go from there? To where? Back to getting to know each other and then not knowing each other? Because there's only progression. So you don't know a girl, you know a girl, you become friend, and then you be in a relationship, and then, I don't know, maybe further marriage or children or whatnot. But if you got to the boyfriend, girlfriend, and you broke up, then you want to be friend again. What for? You already were a step after friendship, which was boyfriend, girlfriend. It didn't work. You're back to boyfriend, to friendship. Now, why do you want to be friend? Where is it going to go now? What for? There is no future for it. So when it breaks up, move on. Go to the next. Find someone more suitable for both of you. Respect her wishes and respect yourself as well. Stop begging. Nothing more disgusting than a guy begs a girl after she's already told him she doesn't want to be with him. Nothing weaker than that. And women don't like to see weak men. The more you beg, the more you look weak to them. And the more you look weak to them, the less they want to be around you. Because they respect and they like someone who's strong. Mentally doesn't need them so much. And so they can see this man can protect them. Because he's not weak. And begging represents weakness. They want someone strong. Strength to them is someone who doesn't beg. When it's the right time, if you made a mistake in a relationship, you can always apologize and discuss and so on. That's normal. But when a breakup has happened and you keep begging, you lose all respect. Anything, even if she had remotely a good memory of you, you turn yourself into just a piece of shit. Don't do that. Stop begging and move on. You're moving on the you're following your hormones. That's not wanting her for compatibility that she has with you. It's because of your hormones. You want sex. Stop that. Don't look at a woman just for sex. Look at her for what she is, how she is, the entirety of her qualities. See if your guys are compatible. And then move on from there. Don't try to convince her. Don't convince any woman. Let them be convinced by themselves through your interaction with them. That's it. Now, we've spent enough time on this. Anand, let's move on.